There are a lot of opinions on mobile gaming out there, and I don't usually talk about mobile games on this channel, but I've been wondering recently how my favorite genre is doing on my phone. Welcome to 10 free city building games that I played in 2020 that I think are at the very least decent and some actually pretty good. Criteria here for these games is that they have been updated recently, they aren't blatant cash grabs, and that I think they have at least enough content, gameplay, and depth to entertain. Also, I did not spend a single dollar or dime on any of these games, so I'm looking at them from an unpaid perspective and have totally avoided microtransactions and premium currencies. Some of these have done enough to warrant a PC release too, where some are on Steam or the Windows Store. So if you guys don't have phones, you might still find something interesting. If you appreciate what you see here, please do like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share the video with other mobile gaming enthusiasts, as it really does keep this channel and these videos going. Alright, now let's get started. First up, we've got Pocket City by Codebrew Games. This is the first mobile city building game I tried out a while back, and it pleasantly surprised me. Being honest, it's not SimCity or Cities Skylines, but it's an RCI city builder that has a decent amount of depth and complexity. There's zoning, resource infrastructure requirements for power and water, and the expected services like police, schools, and transportation. There are quests and events that give a nice sense of structure to what you're doing, and you get that feeling of progression, leveling up to unlock things, and keeping this away from being an aimless sandbox. There are also emergencies and minor disasters like a fire breaking out, though as with many mobile games it uses a low poly art style, but it still manages to look quite nice with its usage of colors and designs. I played the free version, though there is a paid for version, promising no microtransactions, which is really nice. Overall, Pocket City is a nice mobile experience where it's not too bland and it has enough stuff to do to keep you going. Being a bit more casual, we have Pocket Build by Moonbear, a zen-like game of just building up your little village. There aren't any major goals or obstacles in this one, so it's a super relaxing experience. You can build a lot of things here, and there are visual styles like fantasy, modern, goblin, and so on. So you can make your town look exactly as you want it to look, as long as you want it colorful and in low poly too. One plus point is that placing things is pretty freeform, allowing you to overlap and have specific things for modular construction, which is great for creative people out there. Of which there are a lot, because you can visit other featured worlds and see some pretty amazing creations. This is one that's coming to PC too if you're interested in that. It'll be entering early access with first person, better visuals, and a zombie survival mode, which is cool. If you're enjoying the free mobile version of Pocket Build but just want more, then keep an eye on the Steam release as well. Going back to urban city building, we have Megapolis by Social Quantum. Here we have the usual urban building of houses, businesses, and production factories, but also contracts to fulfill and plenty of quest objectives to do. Leveling up and unlocking new buildings is the progression mechanic, and it does all lead to big infrastructure and advancing science. There are wait times and premium currency here, which can be a little annoying, but the game tries to keep you busy with things to do. Where this really feels like a mobile experience, in kind of a bad way, is that it gets a bit cookie clicker, where every so often you have to click on houses and businesses to get their rewards. That can leave you tapping on your screen more than you're actually building your city, so that's up to you on what you personally enjoy. Megapolis can be a chill, relaxed time, but maybe there's just not quite enough there if you're a more avid city building player. And then for a name a bit more recognizable, it's SimCity BuildIt by Electronic Arts. The newest SimCity on PC will probably never be forgotten as a disaster thanks to its launch, though I hear it's better now. On the mobile side, they made SimCity BuildIt that has an aesthetic inspired by The Sims and plays like a charming builder where you manufacture resources, place buildings, and go through quests to grow your city and level up. It was all pretty fun, but there is something just thoroughly mobile with this game. There are wait times to manufacture resources that you can speed up with premium currency, and you get a loot box when you complete quests. And with that kind of monetization, it takes away from the potential charming, relaxing wholesomeness that many would be playing a mobile city building game for. SimCity BuildIt is a good game that just makes me feel a little uneasy at times. So that's something you want to consider when trying this one out. Staying urban, it's City Mania by Gameloft. Urban city building with residential, commercial, and industrial, along with resource manufacturing and processing. This actually plays a lot like SimCity BuildIt. Here though, we have characters called busies, and they have traits that can be used to improve your city's performance, kind of like assigning managers or mayors, or governors. You can also sort of breed them together to create new ones, in a gotta collect them all approach. City Mania unfortunately has the same kind of wait times and premium currency as SimCity BuildIt, so it can be equally unsettling and annoying, as the wait times can be pretty long. And yes, there are loot boxes here too. City Mania is good, but again, the monetization holds it back, and something about it made me not really want to continue playing. So let's go to the next game. Then we have Designer City 2 by Sphere Game Studios. This is another RCI urban city builder that isn't the prettiest on this list, but it has some pleasant things going for it. The stats and analytics in the game have more depth than you would expect, and the game's all about balancing the numbers, financially, what people desire, and overall happiness mainly. You level up by doing things and unlock more stuff at each level, of which there seems to be a lot of different things you can build. Although there is a premium currency here and a little bit of tapping to collect resources, it didn't feel too bad or pushy, and there weren't major wait times for simple tasks, which is always nice. Overall, I got the sense that it was decent, but a little lacking and needed more content to really keep me going. You can have a look at Designer City 2 and see if it's one for you if you like the look of these screenshots. Next up, we have Little Big City 2 by Gameloft. Unfortunately, only on Android, Little Big City 2 has a modern setting with a generally more serious tone and a little bit of a story plot, though it's still bright and colorful. Gameplay has the expected laying of roads, placing buildings, and also manufacturing of resources to fulfill requests and get rewards. Collect, craft, build, and expand is the gameplay loop here. Unfortunately, it has things like premium currency in the form of diamonds used to speed things up, which is expected but also means that there are wait times on construction and resource production. Having said that, there are ways to earn diamonds in-game with leveling up, achieving goals, and daily rewards, but of course it never feels like you have enough, especially once wait times start crossing the 5-minute mark. The addition of some mini-games that aren't part of the city building process is a nice addition, but I would like to be able to play them more often, because those have a wait time as well. Overall, Little Big City 2 is a decent enough mobile city builder with some mildly annoying limitations that we can anticipate when it's a free mobile game, really, but it just didn't blow me out of the water. With a more archipelago setup, it's City Island 3, 4, and 5 by Sparkling Society. Looking up City Island, many have their favorites of which number in the series they like best, so check out 3, 4, and 5 if you're liking the vibe of the series in general, and see which suits you the most. The theme here is that you have multiple islands to unlock and develop as you progress through the game. Premium currency does come into play pretty much immediately. From choosing what to build, it shows the cost and the fact that using normal in-game money has a build time while gold doesn't. It also quickly removes the option of using in-game money at times, so even when you use premium currency, it could still have a wait time. So it could be 5 gold for insta-build, but 4 gold for build with a minute wait time. I know premium currency is common in this genre, but this felt just a bit too pushy too soon, and even a little extreme. The game is also pretty simple, demonstrated by the incredibly short 30-second tutorial that basically just showed you residential and commercial buildings and a road. This is true through all 3 games, 3, 4, and 5, and the games kind of blurred together for me, honestly. There was also the ability to watch ads to open loot boxes, which is a thoroughly mobile experience which I do not enjoy. There are many who enjoy the City Island series, but in my opinion, unless you really like the island theme, you'd probably be better off trying the other games on this list. For the most recognizable brand name here, it's The Simpsons Tapped Out by Electronic Arts. Games based on brands aren't always great, but Tapped Out is a mobile city builder that a lot of people love, so it's probably doing something right. The game centers around rebuilding Springfield as you see fit after the power plant goes nuclear. You'll be tapping to collect resources, placing buildings and decorations, finding lost characters, giving orders to people, and raising your ratings. The ratings give a nice sense of purpose for everything you're doing, and the game plays alright. There is a premium currency in the form of donuts and wait times that can be sped up using them, which as you know is a norm by now, but it's always a bit frustrating. And there's even basically loot boxes that you can buy using the donuts for random rewards. One good thing is that with every character and thing you unlock, there's more to do. So even with long wait times for some things, you can keep things going. And you won't be stuck waiting around for nothing. Being based on The Simpsons, the game is very meta about the monetization and candid about its exploitative psychology, which is at least a little bit funny, and them being open about it takes some of the edge off. Basically, for a mobile city builder, it's not bad, has some humor and charm, and you might enjoy it as a casual experience if you're a fan of The Simpsons. Finally, saving the best for last in my opinion, it's TheoTown by Blueflower. It's another RCI city building game that actually has a lot of unexpected things going for it. Build your city as you see fit with plenty of construction and decoration options too, almost like Roller Coaster Tycoon plus Transport Tycoon, but cities. Traffic is a challenge here as you'll need to design your roads to ensure that you don't get gridlocks, which is a great obstacle to have in a city builder. It's a pixel art game, but it's a really nice sort of pixel art. Not the absolute best I've seen, but it's still good to look at, giving you that retro nostalgic feel while having some nice modern quality of life features like the overlays and UI stuff. However, navigating the UI can take a few too many button presses, and it can get a little frustrating getting to what you want. This is a favorite of many, and the game is complex and deep enough to get a full PC release too. That's been doing very well on Steam. There is the big question of whether you would play this over just playing the old SimCity 4 on PC, but for mobile, TheoTown is definitely one of the best city building experiences on your phone. And there you have it, 10 mobile city building games that I've found so far that I think are kind of okay. Have you been enjoying any of these yourself? Do you have any others you'd like to add? Let me know in the comments, I do read them and I'll add your suggestions to the pinned comment. Now, I haven't been the biggest of mobile gamers, but there have been some that I do really enjoy, like Monument Valley, a puzzle game that I absolutely loved. It made me think of whether there were any good city builders on mobile too, and although I don't love everything, I was pleasantly surprised. Hope you found something you can enjoy as well. And if you'd like to help me out, like and share the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and check out the links below as it really does help this channel stay afloat in the long run. Meanwhile, if you'd like to see even more games lists like this one, but far more extensive, check out the full playlist linked on the screen and down below. This isn't even one of my main 6 PC lists, so be sure to check those out as people think they're some of the best gaming lists out there. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful, and I'll see you in the next video.